Welcome to Build Stuff. BS features products and processes used in the crafting of custom motorcycles. BS also highlights builders' projects to share ideas and inspire others. Build Stuff episodes aren't scheduled, so don't forget to subscribe to Speed and Color, then turn on notifications so you don't miss any BS.
Hey, how you doing? Here we are back for more BS. So this trip to Perth County Moto has been really good for me for working out some of the details on the XS650 that I'm building. To start with the frame, it was really good to see the frame on Jeff's bike because he has done, up at the front here, he's cut out the gussets and the original tank mount and that kind of stuff. And he's used the same gusset kit that I've been looking at, but he's also trying to work out something that I'm trying to work out. So getting rid of all these supports at the front really cleans up the front of the frame and gives you quite a large area here at the front, a free space, if you will, which I think is going to look really good. The other thing Jeff is doing is he's going without a top motor mount. And he tells me he did a lot of research on it. There's a lot of guys who are eliminating the top motor mount. I'm not sure yet that I'm going to eliminate it. I've got some ideas, but I'm definitely cutting that original part of the frame off. And if I go with a top motor mount, I'm going to fab something that is really plain, very simple, just a couple mounts coming down from the frame. We'll work that out, but I want to maintain this large empty space at the front. I always like that on a frame. I like that look. In Jeff's case here, the tank that he used is really great, and of course the paint job makes it much better, but the tank he used is really good. The bars that Jeff is using are quite low. These were made by Almost Old School. They're a nice low mount with the fat front tire, everything Jeff has done here. They look really good, and of course this tank that he had has a deep tunnel, so the front mounting tab is quite high up on the tank. And that worked really well. He had this empty space once he cut everything out. The tank dropped way down in there with the low bars. Everything worked out really, really well. It's a great look, a great design. For my purposes, I'm going to run apes. I know already that I'm going to run apes. I like them. I guess I could run something a little bit taller but narrower. But in all honesty, I really like that wider, almost sort of beach bar kind of feel. I just like the stability and everything. So I think that's the way I'm going. I know I'm definitely going with a taller bar. And my fear is this kind of tank with a taller bar, it's going to leave the space in the wrong place. It's just not going to flow, certainly not like it does here. So my idea there, after looking at this bike, is to go with a narrow Sportster tank. This one is quite narrow, but it's quite tall at the front. I really like the height at the front, and of course the offset cap is cool. Has that Frisco style to it. Really, really good. So this tank will, because the mounting point is quite low, this does not have a deep tunnel on it. It's a very shallow tunnel. That's going to bring that tank up, and it's going to follow the backbone, but it's going to bring it way up here. It'll be quite a bit higher. But with the ape hangers, that's going to stretch everything out in here, and I really think that's the look I need. I can kind of see how that's going to flow. It's going to leave me a large open space in here. And what I was saying about the gussets, the kit that Jeff used here puts a gusset on either side. What I'd like to do, if I can, is bring one gusset into the center of the neck and into the center of the frame and find a way to brace it to the front down tubes. Maybe put a plate across there, whether it's on the front side, the back side, we'll work that out. But I'd really like to have just a single gusset in the center and then that tall tank, and keep as much open space in here as I can. And again, with just a couple simple top engine mounts, basically just a small tube coming down with the mounting point. I think that would really keep that open look. So that's one of the things I'm working on, and I've decided on while I've been here. The other thing is wheels. This is the style of wheel I want to go with. I love spokes. I'm going to stick with spokes. This is a very cool setup. I want to go 21 front, probably 16 rear. I want to go with some skinny tires, that kind of look. No front brake, disc on the rear. And Jeff tells me he has this wheel available as a kit. I'm going to be honest with you, I've never laced a wheel. I'd love to learn how, and I can't think of a better time to learn than on my own front wheel for my own build. So I think that's what we're going to do. So that gets me on track with the wheels. The other thing that I've made a decision on, I was thinking about doing a seat in one piece from the frame onto the fender, that kind of style. Come part way up the fender with the sissy bar. I thought it'd be kind of nice. I've looked at what Jeff has here though. I really like this two-piece setup, having one mounted just on the fender if we go with a little heavier fender. And I do like a solo seat on the front. So this style with a split, really like that. I think that could suit my bike really, really well. So those are some of the things that I'm looking at. Decisions are made. I'm going home with a gas tank. I got to figure out where I'm packing that, but we don't need to worry about that right now. We're getting this together. That's the news on my bike for right now. Stay tuned for more BS. We'll be back.